Hey guys, what's up? Happy New Year! In today's video, we're going to be doing the little cliche thing and talk about setting goals. I really wanted to take the opportunity to talk about goals and goal setting as streamers and content creators because I've noticed in myself and other streamers that setting goals can be really intimidating and it's a really hard process to learn. And I think a lot of it just kind of comes to with it's a piece that you have to learn and educate yourself on. So when we go through this video, I do want to keep in mind that, goal setting should not be intimidating. It is literally a tool to help you grow as a content creator, and setting and achieving your goals do not define you as a person or a streamer. Literally, again, they are just tools to help you grow and, learn to what you need to focus on. So with that, we're going to jump right in and talk about setting goals. So in this video, we are going to be following the structure of SMART goals. That's not me being funny. If you haven't heard of it, this is an actual acronym that is very helpful for setting goals and helping them keep them realistic. Because that's one thing that I've noticed from content creators, and this is something that I've struggled with in the past myself, is that we tend to set goals that aren't necessarily attainable. And it kind of gets a little fuzzy on what defines an attainable goal. Because one thing that lots of streamers, and again, I'm guilty of doing this myself in the past too, is that we set follower goals, which can be really great and it can be a way to entice people to follow you. But why they make terrible goals as a content creator is because at the end of the day, you have absolutely no control over whether somebody hits that follower button or not.
What? What the fuck?
You could be the funniest streamer, you could be the best streamer you want to be, but at the end of the day, it is somebody else's decision whether or not they drag their mouse over and click that follow button. And this goes again with things like average viewership, subscribers, anything that really puts the control into somebody else and whether or not they do is not a great goal. In fact, I really like to distinguish these as milestones. They're milestones and they're achievements, and they're things that they should be celebrated, and they can be kept in mind as you make your goals, but they themselves should not be goals. Same thing goes with partnership opportunities. At the end of the day, we all know that Twitch is super finicky when it comes to deciding who gets to be partner or not. I don't really know if it's the same with YouTube, but again, there are two different entities out there that decide whether or not you get that check mark, and neither one of them is you. So while that might be a really fantastic milestone to hit, it's not really a goal. It's something that you can want, you can desire, and nobody's taking away from that in this video, but those are milestones. And if you're feeling a little confused on what a goal is now, I'm going to give you some examples of some really good ideas for goals. Okay, so as we go into our goals, I want you to keep in mind, these are all things that are 100% in our control, and they are actions that we can take. So my first example of a goal is I want to create one long form of content a month. And this kind of goal can actually be multi-serving, so if you say obviously this is geared towards YouTube, if you want to grow your YouTube channel, most people might think, oh, I want to reach X amount of subscribers by the end of the year. That's, again, it's not really in your control. It's the same thing with the followers. And I'm going to keep repeating this idea of control or not, because I think it really needs to be driven into streamers' heads that, follower, subscriber, whatever goals, while it can be great to use that as a marketing tool, I'm not going to deny that that's a great marketing tool. Ultimately, they are milestones or achievements. They're not really goals. And this might sound like I'm playing semantics, but in terms of goal setting as a content creator, I think semantics are actually important in this case. But going back to my example, so by making the goal of making one long form video a month, not only is that an action I can take, it's not up to somebody else if I make the video or not. It's not up to somebody else if I post the video or not. It is only up to me. But it also kind of feeds into other areas that are important for YouTubers. So, getting the opportunity to work on actually making videos. So getting practice recording, writing scripts, editing, doing keyword searches, writing out titles, all of those things like that, that will go into the process of making my one video a month, which will help me grow as a YouTuber. And another example that I think could be really relevant, because lots of content creators desire sponsorships. Sponsorships are a great way to make money if you can get them. And I think a lot of people might be like, oh, well, then I'll just make a goal of getting sponsored by the end of the year. But that's not a good goal because you are not in control of whether or not a company or a person decides to sponsor your stream. What you could do instead, if that is your desire, and that's kind of like the whole relevancy of the SMART acronym, is you make a goal of applying for so many sponsorships in a month, because you may not be able to control your ability to get a sponsorship, but you can control the action of applying for sponsorships. And I think that once you kind of get into the habit of like seeing goals as actionable items, it makes it so much easier to make goals. And again, I just want to repeat, if you don't make your goals, or if you fall off the wagon along the way, that is no reflection of you as a person or a streamer. Goals are meant to be challenging. Goals are meant to help you grow and achieve new things. So, when you do make your goals, make them flexible. You don't want to like dedicate yourself to an unrealistic goal, because at the end of the day, all it's going to do is make you feel like crap. But your goal should be flexible. So, like say, that one video a month, that's just my baseline. There's nothing to stop me from saying making 2, 3, 4, however many long form videos a month. Although I'm in grad school currently, so I don't really think that's going to happen, which is why we're going with the one. But don't be afraid to change your goals throughout the year. If it's something that becomes too much, or if something that you don't feel like is pushing you, you should always feel free to change up your goals, because again, goals are tools to help you become a better person and a better streamer. And that is it for our goal setting video. I know it was probably a little short, but I want to hear from you guys. What are some of your goals after hearing this video? What are some of your goals for 2022? How do you want to grow as a content creator? Let me know. I really want to hear this. And if you found this video helpful at all, please like and subscribe to my channel so I can bring you more content like this.